Of what value is an idol, since a man has carved it, or an image that teaches lies? For he who makes it trusts in his own creation. He makes idols that cannot speak. Woe to him who says to the wood, "Come to life," or to lifeless stone, "Wake up." Can it give guidance? It is covered with gold and silver. There is no breath in it. But the Lord is in his holy temple. Let all the earth be silent before him. Surely the Lord is in this place, in every heart and on every face. We are blessed by his amazing grace. Surely the Lord is in this place. Surely the Lord is in this place. Surely the Lord is in this place. Made by his hand and instructed by his grace. Surely the Lord is in this place. The importance of birthing your ministry with prayer and intercession. How do you expect the idol to talk or to breathe, says Habakkuk? How do you tell the idol to wake up and to give life? You dress it with gold and with silver, and you expect it to give life. It tells lies. It says, "I will give life. I will prosper because I'm beautiful, because I'm made by your hands. I'm fashioned by your hands. Therefore, I will prosper. Look at me. I'm awesome. I'm exactly by your design and the lust and desires of your eyes." So you know it has to work. The building, it looks wonderful. The choir, it's singing songs that are popular. The project, surely it would draw crowds. Because just look at it. The mission, oh, it has to be. It will give life. For all one has to do is look at what it's doing. After all, you fashioned it from the desires of your heart, and you dressed it and made it look like the way you thought it would be contemporary, it would be popular, or it would be of old school, the way it used to look of old. So surely this idol that you have made, this project that you have put before everything, family, career, house, surely this work will give life. But has God formed this project? Has God formed this work? Have we inquired of God as to what He wanted birthed? Yes, we may have started with the conceptual idea in our heart, but did we bathe it with prayer every step of the way? Did we have others to stand and intercede and fast for us for the birthing of this ministry, that we may know what God wanted it and how He wanted it fashioned and how He wanted it to look and what He wanted it to do and what He wanted it to say, that God may give life to it, that God may cause it to breathe, to speak of His oracles. Perhaps He wanted to look old school, or perhaps He wanted to look contemporary. Perhaps He didn't want it to look elaborate and flamboyant. Perhaps He wanted to look humble and lowly. Or perhaps He wanted to look flamboyant, to look grandiose. Perhaps He wanted it to be fashioned in gold and silver. Or perhaps He wanted it to look lowly and humble and made of wood. For another's, garbage may be someone else's treasure. Did you have that work of yours bathed in intercessory prayer, fasting, that no attached spirit would attach itself to you and that birth and sucker out the life and vision that God has conceived in your heart? Demonic attachments to God's baby, your work, will sucker the life of God out and cause a possession of spirits that are not of God. So now you look at the work and it is not prospering. You look at the work and none will come. You look at the work and it's costing you, but no life is being given into it. You look at the work, it is not breathing, but it looks good. And you wonder why God will not prosper the work. Who is in that house? Not God. For that God is in, every knee shall bow. For He is light and He gives life. He is guidance and He will show the way. He is life. He is the way, the truth, and the life. And he will bring the glory. He will bring glory in a shanty if it's made of wood that he said to make, as low and humble as it may look. But because he's in the house, glory will come forth. It's not in the look. It's not in the sound. It's not in the abundance that you have placed in it, or the lack that you have placed in it, but it's in obedience to what God is saying he wants that work, that mission, that baby to be. So it is important that you bathe it in prayer, that while the conceptual idea, the conceptual vision has been placed in your heart, it is being formed and fashioned by prayer and fasting. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man or woman availeth much. The prayers of the righteous availeth much. In a multitude of counsel, prayer counsel, I would say, there is wisdom. We need our conceptual vision bathed in prayer and fasting. While it is being birthed, the birthing and formed, it must be surrounded by prayer and fasting, that no spirit can come within and attach itself to that belongs to God. For God will not share his space with another, not with your ideas or mine. Let God be God. So I invite you to tap into the network of intercessory prayer warriors, that we may birth your vision through prayer and fasting. For God said, for the earth was without form and void. And so your vision, the conceptual conceiving of the idea of your work, initially is without form. And it is in the darkness of your heart. And as we birth it through prayer and fasting, as our intercessors stand in the gap for you, you will be able to hear a still voice saying, go this way, go that way, do this, do that. And your obedience will cause God to thus say, for the earth was without form and void, empty, no breath, no life. It will cause God to say, let there be light. And I will come into my temple. So I invite you, for the first agenda on the prayer plate of the intercessors is the birthing of the conceptual idea that God has placed in your heart. And we say, God will be in that house. Surely the Lord will be in your house, and every work that you have started, in that place. As you obey and you follow him by grace, surely the Lord will be in your place. God bless you.